All right, hi guys. I'm getting ready to come and do a reading that I'm feeling compelled to do for the kingdom marriages that some may know as the twin flame connection. So bear with me. My baby is here and she is in her element, so she gonna be doing what she be doing. So I do want to. This is gonna be a long one because I have a couple different segments that I need to share with my tribe, the collective, who's connected to me. Okay. Um, One of the first things I've been getting a message about death energy. I feel like it's involving every aspect of this definition. So it's physical death, mental death, spiritual death, but also the transformation, the changes, the destruction that brings about new beginnings. That's what is happening. Okay. There's about to be a reset. So, but anyway, in receiving symbology for that, like I've received a symbol through a bird, the raven. And initially, I was like, okay, the word death definitely came to me. But then when I went to go and look up what the symbology of raven is, there's more than just, a harbinger of death connected to it. It is that it is a bird of insight and intellect, just much like the crow. Um, Also, ravens mate for life. They are monogamous, and while they are more solitary, they do prefer to be around their partner. Okay. And for some reason, it really just started to make me think about the kingdom marriages, and that literally kind of just happened today. Well, yesterday, in between yesterday. So, I feel that a pathway is being made for kingdom marriages to come together. Okay. Um, I also have this strong concordance open here because today I was led to look into a scripture that I've known my entire life. I've read it here and there for different reasons and stuff like that. Long story short, I have a couple videos up on my TikTok, which I would just recommend you guys going to watch to summarize everything that I looked up in both of those or all three of those videos. Um, there are instructions being given to the collective who are considered the elect, no matter what part in the play, if you will, or the skit of life they're going to play. Everybody's getting messages about what to do, what not to do, how to move, and so on and so forth. And if you have not received these messages yet, that's okay. Some of you might still be getting ready to receive them, and others of you may not get what I'm talking about. You may not know, and that's okay too. For those who are aware of what I'm talking about, you have been getting visions, you've been getting dreams, you have really been knowing about this energy that's coming for many years. Mm, um, you may have moved prematurely. It's 1:44 on the clock, 10:44 really, but 1:44 is what I see. You may have even moved prematurely to supposedly, combat or you know get yourself to safety at the time because it was so real what you saw. Every feeling and every emotion was so real that it moved you into action. That was just a preview. And that was really just showing you what was to come. At any rate, I've been getting messages about how a lot of these dreams, these prophetic dreams, are going to come back to your remembrance at this point. And not only are they coming back, but if you did not understand them at first, I believe that spirit is going to start to translate these dreams for you so that you can understand. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, Back to what I was getting to in here. I was led to look up this scripture that I have in Revelations, talking about the scripture that asks that gives instructions to the angels about basically when they can start causing trials and tribulations on the earth. And spirit, the most high spirit, the universe creator of all things, was suggesting that they not do anything until the elect were sealed. So with me wanting to have a really good understanding of what all of this verse meant, but keywords in order to get straight to the nitty gritty and to the point. I looked into seal, I looked into forehead understandings, and I looked into understandings about the hand. The seal, I looked at all of those backwards. As a matter of fact, I looked at the forehead first, I looked at the head second, and the seal was what I looked at last. The seal took me out in a good way, because literally maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I recently had epiphany about how some of us are about to be, especially those who are seers, healers, spirit workers like myself, oracles, if you will. A lot of us are getting ready to be silenced. We are getting ready to literally, like, shifts are about to happen in our brain. Hey Siri, turn on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
We're about to start receiving the insight and intel from within about how to start moving and everything like that. And there is literally a switch that is about to be turned on and one that's going to be turned off. Or what gets turned on is going to turn other aspects of our former selves off. You guys, the discovery that I saw, oh no, not one of them going out. Okay, well, whatever, that's that one. What I saw was about what was going to be getting turned off, what was going to be getting silenced in a lot of the oracles and the spiritual people who are being called to be preserved is our sympathy, the ability to be mishandled, and our abilities being misappropriated. When I think about misappropriation, I think about something being given to someone who it does not belong to. I think about information being taken and then misused and abused to the harm of others. So there are some of us who we've been voice pieces and all that for spirit, and there's about to be a shift in that where you're literally going to be being called to just be quiet, to start focusing just on something totally different. And it is in alignment with exactly what spirit prophesied would be happening. All right, so I'm gonna stop there. I recommend you guys going to check that out on TikTok. I have 2 TikTok pages. One is called Autochthonous Heiress. The other one is called The Pretty Coach. Okay, so just look me up on there that way, and you should be able to see them. I think I literally have revelation in the titles of those videos. Please go and check them out when you get time. But I wanted to be reminded to talk about that. So I had this book right here. Let me put my feather in that place because I'm not done with that. But that's that with that. This is just the Strong's Concordance if anybody was wondering. All right, let's start getting into it. Let me also shuffle this deck real quick because I have a feeling I might be using all the decks on this table. I don't know. But let's hop into it. How many minutes are we talking? 8? Spirit, give me these messages. Give it to us straight, no chaser. In fact, I speak over this video that only the people who are meant to watch this will see this video. I literally don't even want it to play for those who it's not meant to get to. Allow this to reach those who it is. What did I say? Reach. I meant to say allow this to reach those that it's meant to. And that they get the accurate understanding, confirmations, whatever they need from you, Spirit. So be it, and so shall it be. All right. These are also important. These are perfumes that I was led to pick up from 5 and Below. I was thinking that I was just going there, just about to spend some money or whatever for frivolous reasons, And I'm not gonna lie, I just thought I was going there just to see what I could purchase. I was actually going to look for other decks and stuff and just other things that spoke to my spirit. Well, anyway, these 2 did speak to my spirit. They smelled great, and I just was really led to get both of them. So I did. Came home, been using them kind of off and on ever since. My favorite is the pineapple, but the peach smells great too, and I like to mix these 2 together. That's neither here nor there. When yesterday, I was led to literally look into the spiritual symbology of both of these fruits. What I found out was absolutely beautiful to me and amazing. Pineapple has to do with luxury. It also has to do with the crown chakra being open. The peach has something to do with sex magic. So does the pineapple as well. Uh, Kundalini awakenings, aphrodisiac energy, and also just with the pineapple for sure. The pineapple was at one time a very exclusive fruit, and it deals with a person who is spiritually very powerful. Okay, so the hand energy that I did not really mention in this video, but I'm about to touch on it real quick because of the word power. The hand in the Bible, when I went to go and look up the words that were used to, put this scripture together in the Hebrew and the Greek, and it's most notably in the Greek, the symbology of hand could be about being a guide, and it is about power. Power. All right. So power can deal with influence. Power can deal with spiritual giftings. So while there is a counterfeit, which is the beast system, and the beast has a mark on the forehead, and the beast also has a mark on the hand as well, and so does God and God's people. So that's that with that. Let's get into it. Keep in mind, this reading is for the kingdom marriages, what others may know as twin flame connections. First card out is sudden wealth and the number 11. That's, I feel like it's a very strong energy. Like if I was second guessing myself, which sometimes unfortunately happens in my human portion of myself, if I wasn't sure of the energy that we were talking about, it would be confirmed for me about this. Sudden wealth, we have the number 2 here. You add 1 plus 1 together. Marriage. So I'm looking at this. There's a number. There are 3 sevens on there because that's connected to the energy of Jack. The wealth energy, lottery energy. So, I don't know how this sudden wealth may show up for some of us or for whoever we're connected to, but I feel like some of us will be marrying into wealth. We do have the second card, marriage. I feel that some of us are going to be marrying either men or women who have money. If it's not about money, they're going to be both energetically wealthy, if you ask me, like in the spirit, very much so wealthy, and their physicality very wealthy, and in their mental wealthy, but they're also going to have some type of resources that are going to be in abundance. So this could be someone who has land, a farm. I don't know, just I'm still trying to hear and feel this out. I'll sit with it in a moment. Look at this. Imprisonment is the last and final card. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Mature woman. I really feel like this could be being told from the end from the beginning. Guys, I didn't tell y'all. Sorry. We got mature woman, journey, and then we have bad health showing up here. All in the upright. So let's look into this. Spirit, talk to me and tell me what is going on. Let's get more into it. Let us show me the energy of sudden wealth, spirit. Give it to us straight, no chase. Y'all don't want to give us nothing? What's going on with the sudden wealth card energy? So the first card is the Fool, and we've got Four of Cups. So somebody went into a new direction. Somebody took a risk. Someone took a leap of faith. Now this is beginning to make sense to me. But before I go ahead, let me pull one more card to see if my mind is headed in the right direction. Now this is what happened in the past, guys. So yeah. All right. So listen, what I'm already getting, the storyline that's beginning to flood in here in the past, there was a person who decided to, I feel, disconnect from their Empress energy and take a new direction, all in the name of money. I think they felt like they were going to increase their funds suddenly, all of a sudden. Maybe they were going to hit the jackpot. Somebody felt like they hit the jackpot with another it could be another connection. I feel like it's another connection. I feel that ever since they made that decision, it is my belief with the Four of Cups energy, that somebody has not been content. They have not actually been happy and feeling okay with the decision that they made or their life up until this point. We have the Emperor showing up here. Listen, this decision that the other person made to take a different direction, take this risk that the other person took, put the Empress, if you ask me, on a different path too. They took a different path. Okay. Let's look into the marriage card. I said it was gonna be long, but I really feel like I'm finna try to make this real sweet. We have with the marriage card the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, which is current or present energy. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. More so than anything, I feel like there's a possibility that this could have been this is either the present energy or this is the energy that happened right after that past energy happened, excuse me. So right after someone took this risk, after somebody made this gamble and decided to go elsewhere towards who they thought was an Empress energy, and now they did that because they were not happy with the current state of the particular union that they were in, that they left, they abandoned. Okay. With that being said, it's possible that there was another marriage that took place or was getting ready to come in, is conversation and or actions that will be leading to marriage. Someone's going to be trying to cooperate. They want a reunion, or where the person who someone is marrying, one is more cooperative with them, and two is like a part of somehow their soul tribe, their soul family. They get one another. And this is the reason for this new opportunity, this engagement, this marriage, this commitment, this contract, this business deal. Spirit, is there any more before I move on from this? The Knight of Swords coming. This is an energy of being very focused, being very determined, being very strategic, very clear. Ace of Swords. Someone had a necessary epiphany. And this was a gift from God. Remember how I told some of you, oh wow, okay. Remember how I told some of you guys at the beginning of this whole video how there was going to be this switch that's going to be cut off and one that will be turned on. It's possible that all of that's still connected to this connection. Anyway, somebody is looking at something from a totally different perspective, a higher perspective. And I feel like they are being instructed to marry someone, or they're being instructed and directed to go towards a person that they have been dispatched to. Spirit, is there anything more before I move on? I do see the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So someone could literally be leaving a marriage. And here's several cards that just flipped over. I'm going to go ahead and take it, but I don't want to. Six of Cups. So someone has had an epiphany, maybe about an ex, or maybe about nostalgic memories, or a childhood friend, or someone who was in innocence, pure love, someone where there was some reciprocity, give and take, a soulmate. Somebody has received clarity about this soulmate connection and what should be happening. If it wasn't supposed to happen in the past, which I'm inclined to believe it obviously wasn't, since it did not, if it is now, this person is being dispatched to some of you guys, or you who are watching this could be getting ready to be dispatched. This will be a karmic completion. This will be a graduation. This will be bringing, ending a cycle, ending a whole way of life. You could have been in this way of life for 7 years. Longer than that, it just depends. What's 7 times 3? 21 years or something? I don't know, guys. There is forward movement and progress getting ready to happen. Signs of Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio are going to be connected. And we have the Devil card here, after the world. So a karmic, for sure, a cycle that was connected to fear, codependency, maybe, obsession, addictions, self-sabotage, abuse, anything that was connected to fear, maybe. Someone is graduating, I feel, from that, and they could have Capricorn somewhere in a really important placement in their chart. I'm also feeling like somebody could literally be getting ready to go into a karmic cycle as well. So one could be ending a karmic cycle, the other, or another person could be getting ready to go into one. Last but not least, we have the imprisonment card. Let's see what is the energy connected to this. I just feel like somebody is breaking away from what was a codependent, cyclical connection. We have the Death, transformation energy, big changes, big changes, big changes. Imprisonment card is giving me like a Pisces energy. This person could have Pisces somewhere in their chart. I am seeing the 7 of Swords, which is deceptive energy or strategic energy. Moving in silence, moving quietly. Temperance, Sagittarius energy showing up. Scorpio and Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy. My Sagittarius is walking through the door. Come in. Come in, baby. Hi. I do apologize. My niece did my nails. Give me a minute, you guys. Baby, come speak to the people since you're going to be on my stuff. Come say hello.
Hi, everybody.
Ooh, you smell good. It must be your detergent. She's so excited. High five, mommy. I'm ready for my kids too. Thank you so much. No hugs. You know I love your kisses too, mommy. Say hey, baby. Say hey. You just go smile, honey. Thank you, baby. Okay, let me finish this reading. I'm almost done because I'm at the very end. All right. Guys. So, okay. So I've been getting this energy, like I woke up this morning still thinking about this particular card from this deck. In a lot of my other readings, I've been consistently seeing 2 major elements, okay, coming out in all the readings, and it's about this death energy, which is destruction, change, chaos, all that's going to bring about new beginnings. Fire and water are the 2 main elements that keep coming out, okay? So I don't know if you guys are paying attention in the media, which I try not to, but I can't help it. You're going to find out on TikTok. You're going to find out on social media somewhere. So there are all these wildfires. There are also, floods or predictions of a lot of storms and stuff like that. Okay, so I just feel like this is on point with what elements are going to be being used to bring out this clearing out of this energy. Okay, also I feel like this is what a lot of the elect who are going to be having to move from place to place and, you know, get to safety. They're going to be doing that in this Seven of Swords type of energy, having to be quiet, having to move in silence, having to move what others may feel is sneakily. But this is about planning. This is about strategy, okay? This is about having an escape route, an escape plan. So if you have been feeling in your spirit like me, if you've been having conversations about, all right, guys, trying to get your family in order, or people, your soul family, or your biologicals and all that kind of stuff, if you guys are having these types of conversations about if something should go off, what are we going to do in order to get your mind in that place and get your family in that place, you might be on the, I feel like you're in the right type of energy. This could all be to keep from being imprisoned. I feel like, you know, part of the reason why Spirit is getting ready to silence a lot of us who are healers or who are part of the elected to be preserved is so that we can avoid this type of energy, to avoid being restricted, avoid our liberties or our freedom being taken. Okay. It's what I'm feeling, and it's what I'm obviously seeing. So Spirit, is there anything more about this imprisonment card where it'll give more details? Here's the card trying to come out. Eight of Cups. Some of us, we are about to have to emotionally detach from a lot of damn people. A lot of people who you may feel like you love. A lot of people who you may feel like your friends, you care about them, and just people in general. Most healers that I know, we all have big ass hearts for people. You don't want to see people going through certain things. I'm getting Noah's Ark type energy to the point to where who knows whether or not Noah wanted to absolutely, you know, get other people on that goddamn ark, on the proverbial ark, into this protection. But other people wasn't paying attention to the same things that Noah was paying attention to. Other people were not, their energies weren't clear enough to where they could hear the voice of God speaking and warning of this impending ending, if you will, this death, this destruction that was coming. And mind you, we may not get a chance to go in depth. We don't know exactly how Noah was feeling, but I believe that Noah wasn't moving out of necessary, like, being deathly afraid. He could have been, but I feel more so it was this pressing sense of urgency. It was a knowing. When you have that connection with the divine within you, and this is not saying that Noah was absolutely perfect, but to God, Noah was perfect. Do you understand? And through him, his family was saved. There are people who are like Noah in these times, who I'm speaking to, who I'm ministering to. God is giving you instruction. God is telling you what you need to do. And if that hasn't started happening yet, but you've been getting these signs and feelings as I have, keep your mental clear. Be prepared to meditate. Make sure you're clearing out your energy to meditate so that you can receive the word of God for your specific life. Everybody's pathway may not be exactly the same, okay? But I will say that if you are meant to be preserved, I believe that you are going to go and be exactly where Spirit is strategically placing you to be. Your family, or those who align themselves with your frequency and align themselves with you and are aligning themselves with God, you guys will be led to these places. And when it all is said and done, with whatever place and role you play in the scheme of everything, when all is said and done, you're going to come out from these hidden places. Okay? Get your priorities in order. This is why we're going to be having to withdraw our energy. For some of us, like I was saying in my other reading on Facebook, you guys, it's a video. It's not labeled no zodiac sign. It's called current. It's like a current event reading. If you are friends with me on Facebook, or if you are not and you would like to hear about this video because this is making sense to you, go find me on Facebook. I am Jude Ivy on there. It's spelled Jude. There's an accent over my E, but if you don't get the accent, Jude, like the book of Jude, Ivy. All right, getting our priorities in order. Okay. That's what the Two of Pentacles is about. So some of us could be literally getting ready to walk into jobs, and the reason why we're being gifted these positions is not for us to get up in there and start acting crazy and spending frivolously and on things that do not matter. It is absolutely for us to get the money that we need, save it. And when I say save it, I don't mean hold on to it, because there's going to be a time where this shit crumbles and your money's not going to mean anything. But the resources that you use the money to purchase, that is going to be everything. So I cannot tell you what to do. I can only tell you if God is instructing you on things to buy. And you don't have to think it's God, but if you're being instructed, okay? If you hear a voice in your head, whether it sounds like you or it's just no voice, but it's just all these different thoughts and phrases and things to do, I don't give a fuck. That's God. That's how I see God. They're giving you instructions on what you need to do and how you need to move. So take heed, please. And I'm saying this, but it's not like I got my shit together. But I've been receiving the same message over and over since about May of this year. May of this year, okay? That God is going to be talking to each and every one of us. And not only that, that many of us are going to be telepathically connecting and talking to each other in a way to where we're going to start co-mingling and showing up at some of the same places with some of the same instructions. Anyway, let me move on. We have the 7 of Cups here, okay? You are needing to prioritize, because some of us may be all over the place mentally. Also, I'm hearing very clear and distinctly, pay attention to your dreams. Some of you guys, your dreams are going to be helping you to prioritize. Your dreams are going to be helping you to make sense of certain things, okay? At the bottom of the deck, I am seeing the 8 of Swords. That's the energy of also being bound, but mentally. So let me say this. The things that are getting ready to happen in the media, they're like everything that's been happening all this time, it's been meant to spellbind us. It's been meant to keep us stagnant, not moving into action, not doing something. Okay, you guys. So I feel like this is a call to keeping our minds clear. Now, anybody that has been spellbound, anybody that has been restricted, anybody that has been imprisoned mentally through mass communications of any kind, that is also coming to an end with the Death card. That could be a cycle that's coming to an end for a lot of us, okay? So anyways, that was just the first card out. Let's get the next one is the Queen of Cups. You are so disruptive and distracting. This next one is the Queen of Cups, which is the card of psychics, if you ask me, all the mystics, all the healers, lovers, empaths of the world. Okay. There's a new beginning coming for some of us. There's a new beginning coming for some of us. We will not be bound anymore by our feelings. Like our boundaries are going to be coming more clear, like with that switch that I was saying gonna get cut off. And we have a Tower moment here. It's coming from on high. Do y'all see this? It look like wind and fire. It looks just like wind and fire. It also is giving me laser beam energy, laser energy. Y'all remember that scene off of Independence Day when that spaceship came and it was hovering over that top building and everybody had went up to the top and was like, yeah, thinking they was about to be saved by them entities, and them entities came effing stuff up. This is what this is giving vibes of. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I feel like I just learned about something called a direct energetic weapon or something. I might say that wrong. I'm butchering it, but the concept is the same. What's happening in Hawaii right now, this is what it's looking like in Hawaii with the wildfires and wind, gusts of wind. And to the naked eye, and to people who do not understand already, who are really still asleep, and maybe they are not tapped in at all to divine wisdom and insight, and they can't tell that wasn't no real shit, that wasn't no real precipitation, and that wasn't no real storm or whatever. It was a laser beamed directly at Hawaii at a specific place. So I know that coordinates had to be put in. I know that there was a specific strategy, like what the 7 of Swords suggests. It was stealthy. It is still stealthy and stealth-like. Okay. And it was targeted at these places, and it's going to be targeted at all of these places all over the world. Okay. And I believe that the purpose is for domination and to control these different places and populations and all that. Okay. It's a lot. Um, but I just want to say things are crumbling. You know, societies and ways of living as we know it are going to be just one after one, like a domino effect, crumbling. And those who are called to be like Hebrews in this day and age, we're going to have to be able to move quietly from place to fucking place. And a lot of the ways that you are going to be led is you have to listen to the oracle in your particular family. And that's if it's not you. So you need to have a clear energy. You need to have a clear mind. For some of you guys, I believe that some of us are literally going to be, one moment we're going to be thinking and being a certain way, and then the next it's going to be like we are totally different. We're not even the same no more. The stuff that we enjoy, the stuff that we talk about, it's not going to be the same. And it's going to be for good reason. It's going to be to save your life and the lives of others that need to be saved. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony first within ourselves and then within our world. This has been the reading. I appreciate you guys for watching thus far. I hope and pray that this makes it to who it's meant to, because I'm not doing nothing specific. I said the prayer. I set the intention. That's it. That's all. All right. Bye, you guys.